Walters, Wiggins, Wolk, Wright, Weiland, Yee. Madam President, we are lacking a quorum.
The Secretary notices the absence of a quorum. Sergeants, please lock the doors and call in the absent members so that we may begin this morning's business. Members, a quorum is present. Would the members and our guests beyond the rail and in the gallery please rise? We will be led in prayer this morning by our chaplain, Rabbi Mona Alfie, after which please remain standing. Given that it is September 11th, we will have a moment of silence immediately following our morning prayer, after which the Pledge of Allegiance to the flag will be led by a united 40-member Senate chamber, all of us leading the pledge together.
Good morning. Good morning. As President Franklin Delano Roosevelt taught us, certain dates live on in infamy because of the horrible events that occur on them. Those who inflicted pain on our country on September 11th, 2001, attempted to strike at the very heart of who we are. They sought to tear us apart. But instead, much about our nation's character was revealed on that day. We saw courage and compassion, patriotism and selflessness in action. Let us take time today to remember and acknowledge those who suffered and those who perished on that day, as well as those who died in the years following because of what occurred on that day. And as we remember them, let us commit ourselves anew to the service of our nation and to the highest ideals for which it stands. May the Holy One bless our nation with peace, and may our actions ensure that our nation forever be a beacon of liberty and justice, freedom and hope for all the world. May this be God's will. Amen.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Under privileges of the floor, under motions and resolutions, members, we have a number of items to dispense with today. We are going to begin with Assembly Bill's third reading file. This begins at file item 44. File item 44. Do we have a floor manager? File item 45, Senator Hancock, passed temporarily. Item 46, do we have a floor manager? 47, Senator Calderon. Senator Calderon, are you prepared to take up file item 47? Pass. File item 48, passed temporarily. 49, Senator Price. Pass. File item 50, Senator Pavley. Passed temporarily. 51, do we have a floor manager? 52, do we have a floor manager? 53, Senator DeSaulnier, pass. 54, Senator Strickland, pass temporarily. 55, pass temporarily. 56, do we have a floor manager? 57, Senator Yee, pass temporarily. 58, Senator Negetha McLeod. File item 58, this is a two-thirds measure. Passed temporarily. File item 59, Senator Duchesne, do you wish to take up any of these budget items? Passed temporarily. File item 67, Senator Price. This is a two-thirds measure. Pass temporarily. 68, Senator Kehoe. Passed temporarily. 69, Senator Padilla. Passed temporarily. 70, Senator Negetha McLeod, do you wish to take this item up? It has been granted reconsideration. Passed temporarily. File item 71, Senator Padilla, passed temporarily. 72, Senator Leno, passed temporarily. File item 73, do we have a floor manager? File item 74, passed temporarily. File item 75, Senator Benoit. Pass. File item 76, do we have a floor manager? File item 77, passed temporarily. File item 78, do we have a floor manager? 79, Senator Huff, passed temporarily. File item 80, Senator Yee, passed temporarily. File item 81, Senator Runner. All right, Secretary, please read.
Assembly Bill 172 by Assemblymember Smith, enacting to alcoholic beverages.
That would, you know, I got to help my colleague over there. He pronounces his name Smythe, just to help for the future. This is back with us. We sent it down back. We need to send it back down to the governor now. It was just amended with some chaptering out language. I'd ask for your aye vote.
Is there any discussion or debate? Seeing none, Secretary, call the roll.
Onnested, Alquist, Ashburn, Benoit, Calderon, aye. Cedillo, Cogdill, Corbett, Correa, Cox, aye. Denham, aye. DeSaulnier, Duchesne, Dutton. Aye. Flores. Hancock. Harmon. Aye. Hollingsworth. Aye. Huff. Kehoe. Aye. Leno. Liu. Aye. Lowenthal. Maldonado. Lowenthal, aye. Maldonado, aye. Negrete McLeod. Aye. Oropesa. Aye. Padilla. Aye. Pavley. Aye. Price. Aye. Romero.
Aye.
Aye. Runner. Aye. Semidian. Steinberg. Strickland. Aye. Walters. Aye. Wiggins. Wolk. Wright. Wiggins, aye. Wyland. Aye. Yee. Correa, aye. Cedillo, aye. Alquist, aye. Ashburn, aye. Onnested, aye. Benoit, aye. Flores, aye.
Ayes 28.
Huff, aye. Corbett, aye. Leno, aye.
Ayes 31, no 0. The bill is passed. File item 82, Senator Duchesne. Passed temporarily. File item 83, do we have a floor manager? File item 84, do we have a floor manager? Senator Leno, are you prepared to take up any of your Assembly bill items at this time?
Senator Romero, you're recognized at your desk.
Thank you, Mr. President. To take up file item 77, please.
Members, we're going to go to file item 77. Will the Secretary please read?
Assembly Bill 1130 by Assemblymember Solorio, an accolade to education.
Senator Romero.
Thank you, Mr. President and members. Members, there's no opposition to this measure. It's an important step on the way to the race to the top. This bill will improve our K-12 accountability efforts by using a growth model that measures the academic progress of our students on a year-to-year basis. Simply put, a growth model measures the amount of students' academic progress between 2 points in time. This is an important step toward a reliable, more accurate, and comprehensive measure of academic achievement, and I respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Members, any debate or discussion? Senator Wyland.
Mr. President, Senators, I rise in support of this measure. I have a few concerns about the issue that it not be proprietary, but I think those are overwhelmed by the need to have better assessments. The assessments we have, frankly, now that we use to get a sense of where we spend almost half of our money aren't good enough. They really aren't. And one big step forward would be to measure growth, which has enormous advantages. First, we can actually see changes, and you don't see changes with the STAR test. It's what is known as a norm reference test. So you see a percentage, and you can't really tell. It's not diagnostic, so it doesn't enable teachers to say, well, this is where we need to do work. This bill we need, and we need to do the work that the bill would give us the opportunity to do. I urge an aye vote.
Members, any more debate or discussion? Seeing hearing none, Senator Romero, you may close.
I ask for an aye vote, and with an aye vote, hopefully immediate transmittal to the Assembly.
Will the Secretary please call the roll?
Onnested. Aye. Alquist. Aye. Ashburn. Benoit. Calderon. Aye. Cedillo. Aye. Cogdill. I. Corbett. I. Correa. I. Cox. I. Denham. I. Dusanier. I. DeCheney. I. Dutton. I. Flores. I. Hancock. Harmon. I. Hollingsworth. Huff. I. Kehoe. I. Leno. I. Liu. I. Lowenthal. I. Maldonado. I. Negrete McLeod. I. Oropesa. I. Padilla. Pavley. I. Price. I. Romero. I. Runner. I. Smidian. I. Steinberg. Strickland. I. Walters. I. Wiggins. I. Wolk. Wright. Wyland. I. Yee. Yee, aye. Hollingsworth, aye. Ashburn, aye. Benoit, aye.
Ayes 35, no 0. The bill is passed. Immediate transmittal to the Assembly. Senator Kehoe, did you have an item you wish to take up at this time? All right. Members on Assembly Bill third reading file, if you have an item to take up at this time, please raise your mic. Otherwise, we will go to unfinished business, but let's see if there's any member who came to the Senate chamber a little bit late who wishes to take up an item at this time. Seeing none, let's go to unfinished business. We'll begin at file item 24, Senator Cedillo. Passed temporarily. File item 25, Senator Calderon. Passed temporarily. File item 26, Senator Negrete McLeod. File item 26. Two-thirds vote. Passed temporarily. File item 27, Senator Denham. Senator Denham. Pass. File item 28, Senator Corbett. Passed temporarily. File item 29, Senator Desaulniers. Passed temporarily. File item 30, Senator Flores. Passed temporarily. File item 31, Senator Negrete McLeod. Passed temporarily. File item 32. Passed temporarily. File item 33, Senator Wolk. Passed temporarily. File item 34, Senator Ashburn. Passed temporarily. Senator Calderon, which item?
Madam President, under motions and resolutions,
Under motions and resolutions.
requests that we return item number 25, SB 291, back to the Assembly for amendments.
Without objection. Senator Harmon.
They're going to claim it's a rescission.
Senator Calderon, there is objection to your request. We will go ahead and do a roll call vote. It is a majority vote. Senator Calderon is asking for an aye. Senator Harmon is asking for a no. Secretary, please call the roll. This is a majority vote.
Onnested? No. Alquist? I. Ashburn. No. Benoit. No. Calderon. I. Cedillo. Cogdill. Corbett. I. Correa. I. Cox. No. Denham. DeSaulnier. I. DeChaney. I. Dutton. No. Flores. Hancock. Harmon. No. Hollingsworth. Huff. No. Kehoe. Leno. I. Liu. I. Lowenthal. I. Maldonado. No. Negrete McLeod. I. Oropesa. I. Padilla. Pavley. I. Price. I. Romero.
Aye.
I. Runner. No. Semidian. I. Steinberg. Strickland. No. Walters. No. Wiggins. I. Wolk. Wright. I. Wyland. No. Yee. Yee. I. Kehoe. I.
Call the absent members, please.
Cedillo. Cogdill. Denham. Flores. Hancock. Hollingsworth. Padilla. Padilla. Steinberg. Wolk. Cedillo. I.
Call the absent members.
Cogdill. Denham. Flores. Hancock. Hollingsworth. Padilla. Steinberg. Wolk.
Call the absent members.
Cogdill. Denham. Flores. Hancock. Hollingsworth. Padilla. Steinberg. Wolk. Hollingsworth. I. Maldonado. Denham. I. Maldonado. No to I.
Ayes 23, noes 11. The motion is approved. Senator Price, you have 2 file items. The first you've requested is file item 62.
Yes, ma'am.
Senator
Madam
Price,
President.
this is a 27-vote measure. Are you prepared to take this up at this time?
Yes, I am.
Secretary, please read. File item 62.
Assembly Bill 184 by Assembly Member Block, an act relating to corporations, making an appropriation therefore, and declaring the urgency thereof to take effect immediately.
Thank you, Madam President. Members, AB 184 revive certain budget language.
Member Senator Price has the floor. Senator Price.
Thank you, Madam President. Members, AB 184 revives certain budget language related to the Small Business Loan Guarantee Program. More specifically, the bill deletes the existing budget provisions and instead reverts $8.3 million from the Small Business Expansion Fund to the General Fund for the purpose of meeting other financial obligations of the state. This also allows the existing program to continue to serve California's small business community and restores the program's ability to make loan guarantees, direct loans, and provide for lines of credit. For over 30 years, the Small Business Loan Program has been used to help establish, support, and promote thousands of small businesses throughout California that have no other avenues for obtaining financing. Without the restoration of this program, the state will take a huge step backwards in its efforts to promote economic recovery. We simply cannot have economic recovery in this state without small businesses. While a smaller fund will result in fewer businesses being served, unlike the previous budget language, the program will remain intact. There's no known opposition to this bill, and I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Is there any discussion or debate? Seeing none, Secretary, call the roll.
Onnested. Alquist. I. Ashburn. Benoit. Calderon, Cedillo, Calderon, aye. Aye, Cedillo. Cogdill, Corbett, aye. Correa, aye. Cox, Denham, DeSaulnier, aye. Ducheney, Dutton, Flores, aye. Hancock, Harmon, Hollingsworth, Huff, Kehoe, aye. Leno, aye. Liu, aye. Lowenthal, aye. Maldonado, Negrete McLeod, aye. Oropesa, Padilla, aye. Pavley, aye. Price, aye. Romero, aye. Runner, Smidian, Steinberg, aye. Strickland, Walters, Wiggins, aye. Wolk, Wright, aye. Weiland, aye. Yee.
Call the absent members.
Ducheney, aye. Onnested, Ashburn, Benoit, Cogdill, Cox, Denham, Dutton, Hancock, Harmon, Hollingsworth, Huff, Maldonado, Oropesa, aye. Runner, Smidian, Strickland, Walters, Wolk, Yee. Yee, aye. Weiland, aye to no.
Ayes 22, noes 1 on the urgency. Ayes 22, noes 1 on the measure. Senator Price moves a call. Senator Corbett, are you prepared to take up file item 28? Pass temporarily. Is any member ready to take up an item under unfinished business? These are your own bills coming back for concurrence. Senator Cedillo. Senator Denham.
Madam President, I have a letter to the Journal to submit clarifying the intent of SB 132. Both sides have already signed off on it.
Senator Denham, please bring the letter to the desk. Senator Leno, for what purpose do you rise? Senator Leno.
Thank you, Madam President. Purpose of taking up
file item.
It's AB 1404, De Leon.
File item 1404. AB 1404.
Assembly Bill 1404 by Assemblymember De Leon, an act relating to air pollution.
Thank you, Madam President. Colleagues, this bill seeks to ensure that policies used to reach the state's vital global warming emission reduction goals maximize environmental, public health, job creation benefits for the state of California, particularly through limiting, verifying, and prioritizing the use of compliance offsets, which, while also ensuring that the primary focus of reducing global warming pollution is not over-dependent on risky offsets from outside the state or country. The bill is co-sponsored by the State Building and Construction Trades Council, the Union of Concerned Scientists, and supported by the State NAACP, California Labor Federation, the Sierra Club, the Latino Coalition for a Healthy California, and dozens of clean technology companies and associations throughout the state. I ask for your aye vote.
Is there any discussion or debate? Senator Strickland.
Thank you, Madam President. Members, I rise in opposition to this bill. If you look from the California Chamber of Commerce, this is one of the job-killing bills that will actually hurt our economy here in the state of California, cost us jobs for thousands of Californian residents at a time when a lot of our jobs are leaving this state and they're going to Texas and some of the other states. We need to look at everything we do and every bill that comes before this House. We need to ask ourselves, is this going to get us out of the budget mess? I believe that this bill, as well as the Chamber of Commerce and many others, believe that this is a job-killing piece of legislation. that will, again, cost more to the California economy, therefore making it where we can invest in education, health care like we need to. I urge your no vote.
Senator, is there any other discussion or debate? Seeing none, Senator Leno, you may close.
I would ask for your aye vote.
Secretary, call the roll.
Onnested? No. Alquist? Aye. Ashburn? No. Benoit? No. Calderon? No. Cedillo? Aye. Cogdill? No. Corbett? Aye. Correa? No. Cox? No. Denham? No. DeSaulnier? DeCheney? Dutton? No. Flores? Aye. Hancock? Harmon? No. Hollingsworth? No. Huff? No. Kehoe? Aye. Leno? Aye. Liu? Aye. Lowenthal? Aye. Maldonado? No. Negrete McLeod? Oropesa? Aye. Padilla? Pavley? Aye. Price? Aye. Romero?
Aye.
Aye. Runner? No. Smidian? Steinberg? Aye. Strickland? No. Walters? No. Wiggins? Aye. Wolk? Wright? No. Weiland? No. Yee? Yee, aye. Smidian, aye.
Call the absent members.
DeSaulnier? DeCheney? Hancock? Negrete McLeod? Padilla? Wolk?
Ayes 16, noes 18. Senator Leno moves a call.
Hancock, aye.
Senator Alquist, file item 42. Secretary, please read.
Senate Resolution 29 by Senator Alquist relative to Alzheimer's disease.
Thank you, Madam President and members. SB 29 would support the goals of the National Alzheimer's Disease Awareness Month this coming November by encouraging those with memory concerns to have an annual memory screening for Alzheimer's disease or dementia. National Memory Screening Day, established by the Alzheimer's Foundation of America, will be held on Tuesday, November 17, 2009. On this day, healthcare professionals will administer free, confidential, face-to-face memory screenings at hundreds of sites throughout the United States. SR 29 supports the goals of National Alzheimer's Disease Awareness Month and National Memory Screening Day, and I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
We do. Members, is there any objection to using the unanimous roll call? Seeing none, ayes 39, no 0. The resolution is adopted. The measure is adopted. Senator Cedillo, you have several items. Unfinished business, file item 24. Do you wish to take this up at this time? File item 76. Secretary, please read.
Assembly Bill 8.
Excuse me. Senator Cedillo, this is a 2/3 vote measure. Are you prepared to take this up at this time? All right. Secretary, please read.
Assembly Bill 813 by Assembly Member John Perez, an act relating to alcoholic beverages and declaring the urgency thereof to take effect immediately.
Members, we're going to put this item over temporarily. Senator Ashburn, file item 34. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 519 by Senator Ashburn, an act relating to public employment.
Thank you, Madam President and Senators. This bill, amended in the Assembly, now contains the amended Memorandum of Understanding.
Excuse me, Senator Ashburn. Senator Ducheney, for what purpose do you rise?
Senator Ashburn, I just ask that you put this over while we look to make sure if the other MOUs are around, available to be voted on today.
Senator Ashburn will put this measure over temporarily. Does any other member have an item to take up at this time? Senator DeSaulnier, you have a couple of items. Senator Cedillo, are you prepared to take up any item at this time?
Yes.
Which item?
Item 24.
File item 24. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 324 by Senator Cedillo, an act relating to crimes.
Members, this is a really great bill. Anyone has homeless people in their district, and most of us do, this provides a way for us to get them goods that they can use to get a job or for their warmth and comfort. What this bill does is that this is the counterfeit goods donation bill. Right now, when we recover counterfeit goods, we end up throwing them away, destroying them, filling our landfills. This bill allows us to take those counterfeit goods, give them to all those great agencies that provide services for the homeless, so that those goods then can be put to a good use. So this is turning something in that's bad into something that's good. We have the support of all the affected industries, and I ask for an aye vote.
Is there any discussion or debate? Seeing none, Secretary, call the roll.
Onnested? Aye. Alquist? Aye. Ashburn? Benoit? Ashburn, aye. Benoit? Calderon? Aye. Cedillo? Aye. Cogdill? Aye. Corbett? Aye. Correa? Aye. Cox? Aye. Denham? Aye. DeSaulnier? Aye. Ducheney? Dutton? Aye. Flores? Aye. Hancock? Aye. Harmon? Aye. Hollingsworth? Aye. Huff? Aye. Kehoe? Aye. Leno? Aye. Liu? Aye. Lowenthal? Aye. Maldonado? Aye. Negrete McLeod? Aye. Oropesa? Aye. Padilla? Aye. Pavley? Price? Aye. Romero?
Aye.
Aye. Runner? Smidian? Aye. Steinberg? Strickland? Aye. Walters? Aye. Wiggins? Wolk? Wright? Aye. Weiland? Aye. Yee? Yee, aye.
Ayes 33, noes.
Benoit, aye.
Ayes 34, noes 0. The amendments are concurred in. Next item.
Members, another bill that could enjoy...
Senator Cedillo, what's the file item?
Oh, I'm sorry. File item...
Or the bill
43.
number.
43?
File item 43. Secretary, please read.
Senate Concurrent Resolution 59 by Senator Cedillo relative to the American Recovery and Reinvestment Act of 2009.
Members, here's another bill that is poised for bipartisan support. Given, as we just heard, the crippled state of the California economy, given the impact that we've heard of the recession on communities throughout the state, it only seems logical to use the infusion of federal dollars, the stimulus dollars, to bolster small businesses throughout the state, and particularly the hardest hit communities, which are typically the minority communities. And so this measure doesn't seek any change in law, but simply asks that funds be distributed appropriately, consistent with existing law, and an eye towards supporting minority businesses and Latino small businesses. And one may ask, well, why should we pick out small businesses or Latino small businesses? Well, in this state, we know that those small businesses are really the employers of the state of California. Those are the people who take the risk those small companies that we're always fighting for, those that we don't want encumbered with burdensome regulations, those small businesses, those small family businesses that take incredible risk to provide goods and services for the state of California and good jobs for the state of California deserve to be appropriately recipients of the stimulus dollars. And so we ask and urge the President to make sure that this happens with all due haste, and that those stimulus funds are appropriately distributed to small businesses in the state of California, and particularly Latino small businesses. I ask for an aye vote.
Is there any discussion or debate? Seeing none, Secretary, call the roll.
Onnested, Alquist, aye. Ashburn, Benoit, Calderon, aye. Cedillo, Cogdill, Corbett, aye. Correa, Cox, no. Denham, no. DeSaulnier, aye. DeChaney, aye. Dutton, Flores, Hancock, aye. Harmon, no. Hollingsworth, no. Huff, Kehoe, aye. Leno, aye. Liu, aye. Lowenthal, aye. Maldonado, aye. Negrete McLeod, aye. Oropesa, aye. Padilla, aye. Pavley, aye. Price, aye. Romero, Runner, no. Smidian, Steinberg, aye. Strickland, Walters, no. Wiggins, Wolk, Wright, aye. Weiland, no. Yee, aye. Wiggins, aye. Ashburn, no. Huff, no. Cogdill, no. Correa, aye.
Ayes 21.
Cedillo, aye. Benoit, no. Smidian, aye.
Ayes 23.
Onnested, no.
Ayes 23, noes 12. The resolution is adopted. Senator Kehoe? Senator Kehoe has a wharfed measure. What is the item number?
This is AB 1568.
Secretary, please read.
Assembly Bill 1568 by Assemblymember Salas, an act relating to taxation.
Thank you, Madam President. Members, this is a tax relief for homeowners bill, and it's on your computers. So it is a wharf, but the bill has been heard. It provides tax relief to those homeowners affected by wildfires that occurred in 2008 and 2009 in the following counties: Los Angeles, Orange, Riverside, San Bernardino, Ventura, and Santa Barbara. I ask for your aye vote. It will help the victims recover more quickly and get the state reimbursements they're counting on. Ask for your aye vote.
Is there any discussion or debate? Seeing none, Secretary, call the roll.
Onnested, Alquist, aye. Ashburn, aye. Benoit, Calderon, aye. Cedillo, aye. Cogdill, aye. Corbett, aye. Correa, aye. Cox, aye. Denham, aye. DeSaulnier, aye. DeChaney, Dutton, aye. Flores, Hancock, Harmon, aye. Hollingsworth, aye. Huff, aye. Kehoe, aye. Leno, aye. Liu, Lowenthal, Maldonado, aye. Negrete McLeod, aye. Oropesa, aye. Padilla, aye. Pavley, aye. Price, aye. Romero,
aye.
Aye. Runner, aye. Smidian, Steinberg, aye. Strickland, aye. Walters, aye. Wiggins, aye. Wolk, Wright, aye. Weiland, aye. Yee, aye. Onnested, aye. Benoit, aye.
Ayes 33,
Senator Duchesne?
no 0.
Smidian, aye. Lowenthal, aye.
Ayes 35, no 0. The bill is passed. Senator Wright, for what purpose do you seek recognition?
Motions and resolutions, Madam Chair.
Under motions and resolutions, please proceed.
I move to return SB 156, my own bill, back to the Assembly for further action.
Without objection, Secretary, call the roll.
Onnested? Aye. Alquist? Aye. Ashburn? Benoit? Calderon? Aye. Cedillo? Aye. Cogdill? Corbett? Aye. Correa? Aye. Cox? Aye. Denham? DeSaulnier? Aye. Duchesne? Aye. Dutton? Flores? Dutton, aye. Flores? Aye. Hancock? Aye. Harmon? Aye. Hollingsworth? Aye. Huff? Kehoe? Leno? Aye. Liu? Aye. Lowenthal? Aye. Maldonado? Aye. Negrete McLeod? Aye. Oropesa? Aye. Padilla? Aye. Pavley? Aye. Price? Aye. Romero?
Aye.
Aye. Runner? Aye. Semidian? Aye. Steinberg? Aye. Strickland? Aye. Walters? Aye. Wiggins? Aye. Wolk? Wright? Aye. Weiland? Aye. Yee? Yee, aye. Benoit, aye. Kehoe, aye.
Ayes 35, no 0. The motion is adopted. Senator Flores, are you prepared to take up file item 48 for Assemblymember Liu? It's a 21-vote measure. Passed temporarily. File item 49, Senator Price, are you prepared to take up this item for the GO committee? 21-vote item. Passed temporarily. Senator Pavley, not at her desk. Senator Pavley, actually, you do have two items, file item 55 and file item 50. Passed temporarily. Senator Flores, for what purpose do you rise?
Madam President, we place file item 48 on the inactive file.
File item 48 to inactive. The desk will note. Senator Cedillo, for what purpose do you rise?
Madam Chair, we've, as you know, been working on item 76. It's an urgency. I'd like to strip the urgency and present the bill.
The request is to strip the urgency. Senator Cedillo, that request at this point is out of order. You would need to first take up the measure. And if the measure is not successfully passed, if the urgency clause is not adopted, at that point we can consider stripping the urgency. Do you wish to take up file item 76 at this time?
I do.
Secretary, please read. File item 76.
Assembly Bill 813 by Assemblymember John Perez, an act relating to alcoholic beverages and declaring the urgency thereof to take effect immediately.
Members, let me be very candid with all of us, acknowledging the current state of relationships here on the floor. This is a bill that most everyone here would want to vote for. I recognize that at the moment you cannot, and I respect that, but nonetheless, I want to move this bill because all of us...
Excuse me, Senator Cedillo, there's a request to temporarily put this over. We'll take it up in a little bit later. Is Senator Oropesa on the floor? Senator Oropesa, is this the appropriate time under motions and resolutions for your request? Under motions and resolutions, Senator Oropesa is recognized. Senator Oropesa.
Thank you very much, Madam President and colleagues. I rise at this point in our meeting today to remind each of us that 8 years ago terrorists sought to destroy our country and our way of life, but instead they united us. They united us in love for our country, they united us in caring for each other, and they united us in wanting to help our communities. On today's anniversary of this horrible event, it is fitting that we remember those who were lost, and we honor their memory and help the healing by helping our communities. Back in 2002, members of this legislature approved a measure to annually observe September 11th as a day of remembrance and service. Every year since, our communities are called upon to remember those who were senselessly killed by terrorists. Our communities also are asked to honor those we lost by giving something of themselves for the greater good. As I speak, Californians are donating blood, food, clothing, and I have collected tons of food and thousands of pints of blood in the last 7 years. Let us say prayers for the sacrifices of our fellow Americans killed in New York, Washington, D.C., and Pennsylvania, and their families and friends. Thank you, members, for joining me in remembering and honoring those we lost on September 11th.
Thank you, Senator Oropesa. Does any member have an item to be taken up at this time? Members, we are going to take a recess at this point. You are free to go to your offices. We will reconvene at the call of the pro tem. We will be in a recess at this time. Lunch available here in the Maddie Lounge.